Okay,
We are ready to learn about Esalen.
the magical game of Esalen. So, to begin, everyone has 4 cards in front of them. We'll just do a little demo. And you start the game by everyone looking at their bottom 2 cards. You only get to look at them at the very start. No other time do you get to check in on what they are. So look at them and remember them. So, example, I have 2 3s. That's pretty good. So, the object of the game is to have the lowest number of points here. So we have the Joker, that's worth 0. Ace is low, it's worth 1. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, so on. Once we get into the face cards, including the 10, they're all worth 10. Now, there's one very important card called the Red King.
Dun dun dun.
Either in the form of a heart or a diamond. Okay, that is worth -1. -1. We do not, we want to keep that. Okay? Now the cool thing is, so everyone's going to take, I'm going to mock a turn. So I would take a card, I'd look at it, and say, ooh, I wouldn't show other people, but I got an ace. So I'm going to take that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it here and discard. Now the next person can take from the discard or can take from the pile. If they take a card from the pile and it ends up being a 10, a jack, a queen, or a king, it has a special power.
You get to activate.
And you must, exactly, you must pick up that card, whatever it is, and place it down, which would be an activation. So we'll start at the top. Say you draw a king. With a king, you get to do a viewing exchange, activation, as Chandler does. So you're going to pick one of your cards and one of their cards. You're going to look at it, and you're going to decide whether or not you're going to switch. So in this case, she had a Joker, so I'm going to switch. Now she doesn't get to look. I am the only one who gets to look. Now say it's a queen. A queen is a blind exchange. So that's a nobody looks. A little bit more sneaky, a little bit more stealth, a little bit more memory. Then we've got the Jack, not the Joker, but the Jack, and Jack likes to look at himself. So if you get a Jack, activate, you then get to look at one of your cards. We have a 6 up there. That's not really
Ooh. Good knowledge, though.
And 10. 10 is different. If you get a 10, you're going to be activating that one, and then you get to look at another person. So you're not switching anything. You're just taking a peek. That's the one that we already gave her, right? So now we're starting to learn not only our cards, but other people's cards. Yeah? It's all good? Okay. And it's always good to have we'll have a sheet with the rules, so that way you can always check.
What is the purpose of the game?
To have the lowest number of cards. Now let's pretend, right? So we discarded a 3, and say at any time somebody discards a 3, you know you have a card that's the same as that, you can double it. Now you can only double it if 3 people have it. What's the first one there? First one gets it. No triplets, no quadruplets. We're only talking about twins here. And so now I only have 3 cards. So you could do this and get rid of all your cards. But really the fun part of the game is to get into the position where you have, say, all we have is the ace, or the Joker. She's got the ace. We call Columbia, or Esalen. So I make up a story that...
At the beginning of your turn. Before you go.
Yes, key. And then you make up a story and it ends at Esalen, right?
And then everyone knows.
Everyone knows that you think you have the lowest. So you take your turn and everyone else takes their turn. And then once it gets back to you, everyone flips over their cards and you see. Now if you do have the lowest, victory! But if you don't, say it's like this, then I get a penalty of 10 points. So I'd have 11.
Plus, 10 points plus what's on your...
Yeah. So everyone starts the game at 0. You work your way up to 100, and if you break 100, the game is over. But if you hit 50, you go back to 0. And if you hit 100, you go back to 50.
Okay, let's play.
So that's...
Let's play.
Let's play. Oh, look at her. She's like, let's go. Okay.
Oh, I'm like... I'm going to learn as we play.
There's one extra rule that we won't introduce yet, but
there is another
Morgan,
rule that
Morgan,
we're
for
going to
me
teach
in the future when I watch this video, I want to remember that eventually you get once everyone's comfortable with the game, you can steal someone else's card to sandwich and fill it in with one of your own. So if you know that there's an ace right here and an ace is dealt, you can put the ace on top of the pile and
Sneaky stealthy.
slide one of your own over to their hand. But we'll get to that
Do you want to
after a few rounds.
get a screenshot of that? Her beautiful.
Jessica's beautiful.
Put it in the light. Yes.
Oh,
Pretty close.
yeah.
Good work. I've
Thank
never
you,
had anyone.
Frances.
You're welcome. Enjoy. Be nice. Safe containers.
She knows me.